Hey Virgo, how's it going? It's your friend Dharma Jane here to do a love reading for you. This is good for Virgo. Excuse me, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is also a really great spread for cross watchers because it's got two energies in it, a yin and a yang. So it might be reversed. I usually just say yin and yang, but sometimes it's divine, it's the divine feminine, the divine masculine. So, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, cross watchers. Thanks so much to all the likes, subscribes, and shares. If you want a private reading, check me out at dharmajane.com. So, calling in guides, calling in angels, calling in anyone from the highest good that has a message for Virgo in love. What's the heartbeat of the relationship, please? I want to talk about the unplanting of a seed. The pulling up out of the ground. Maybe with a Pisces. But it's like, I see this like tree. This like mighty oak, right? And it was really beautiful. It's just now, it's not, it's just not, I don't want to be bitchy. I'm like, I just don't want it anymore. That's, that's just how I feel though. And so I want to be like, I'm going to just unplant this, get the seed from it and then like get a new seed or put it somewhere else or with someone else or whatever. It feels really nonchalant, like because I feel like the heartbreak part is over. So now it's like, this just doesn't work for me anymore. So I'm just gonna like, grab this other seed here. Where's the yin? Maybe a little bit off balance right now, and that's probably because we just did the heartbreak thing for Virgos, yeah. So now we're getting a little wild, a little crazy, but it's kind of like, where am I supposed to go? What am I supposed to do now? Now that everything's different, what am I supposed to do? And the masculine is just in this place of really feeling the disconnect. They can feel it. But at the same time, they're trying to find that's because they're all about, if this is a divorce that we're talking about, they're all about like balancing out where and how the money is going to go and trying to make sure that they don't get raked or whatever they call that. So the yin is all in this place of like, what do I do now that I don't have this partner? And I'm gonna but it's not weepy or like clingy. It's all literally, what am I gonna do now? Thinking, pondering, like, what am I gonna do with the seed? While the masculine's all doing contracts. The yin so the yin is like they're looking for like yeah, they want something passionate, but I'm also thinking they're like, it needs to be practical. Whatever it is, it needs to be practical. We're not trying to be all acting crazy. I mean, it feels a little off kilter up here, but in the heart space, practicality is always what we're looking for. What does the yang want? They want to let go of burden with someone who they used to burn for. They're kind of right. They're trying to let go, but I think they're having a hard time with that. What does the yin, what's their blocks? I think, and this is what I'm talking about over here, like, where do I go? This is almost like a grasping out or reaching to try to get this answer. Like, what do I do? Where do I go? Where do I plant this seed? Because until then, I feel trapped here. This is the blocked position. So I feel trapped in this, whatever this is. I still feel like I'm just really ready to everything to change. What are the blocks for the masculine? I just heard they feel guilty for being happy. So we're going to pull some clarifiers on that, but I just want to pull some clarifiers on that because at first I wanted to be like, you know, but so we'll just see. What can we expect for an outcome for this? Ace of Air. A new change, clarity. There's going to be some so I think everybody is in like this pause moment right now because in love there's been a realization with this that everything's about to be real different, and now everybody's like in pause, kind of like the calm before the storm, because when the Empress is out of balance, that's where the effort goes, and she will push people out of the way to love on herself, and that's a beautiful thing because the Empress can't be all empressy if she's not feeling it. You know what I mean? So do that. Yeah, totally, right? Two rods, crossroads. Like, okay, what do I do now? What's the best choice for me? What do I pick that isn't going to end up disappointing me because I really don't want to go down that road again, right? And the yang. See, I think there's it's like the yang figures it out. It's always just a little bit too late when they figure it out. And that's unfortunate because it's like the yin moved on and the yang's like tra la la, and then oh wait, I'm about to lose my soulmate, and then they decide that they don't want it to end. But the yin is all, I'm done with disappointment, I'm done with competition, I'm done with battling, I'm ready for this. Like, pour my cup up or, go somewhere else. So there might be, on the yang side, there might be a air sign involved. But they're not, I mean, it's like somebody told on them, or like maybe they fought and there was like something I feel like there's something's embarrassing, and it's just like now it's like I need to reach back around and grasp for this. But because of that feeling, the yin is, the feminine is like blocked from having the new start, from having the victory. She stays trapped and doesn't know how to get out of it. So, but this energy, I mean, I don't know. But and this is what I was saying, they feel guilty for being happy. There is just like anxiety. They're being all defensive about stuff. But they're also ready for a new start. But I think that they would rather just like, try and smooth things over and talk about it. And, but we've got the King of Swords all over the place. So I don't, in the Tower. So I don't know what happened. Something happened. And one side of this is detached and the other is not. So then what is this ace at the end? What's the big realization we end up with? Right? It's time to, we're moving on. And then that's like the completion of the soul contract. So, but then we're back up here like, yay, you know, it's time to start. What do I get to do next? And then for the yang energy here that's watching, you know, there will be a time when you get there. But if we're holding on to and attaching and like not trying to let things end, and then they do anyway, you know, there has to be this process has to be had, and because the soul contract is over, and then you get to a place like, all right, what am I going to do next? So that's, you know, you'll get there. Yeah, see, because now you get to like create anything that you want. You get to run wild and free and like create a whole new you on both sides. And this is the Lady of the Harvest. This is about, first you let it go. You know, it's a harvest. So you took all this time and planting all this stuff and making this beautiful tree. Here we are again with this mighty oak, you know, and it bloomed and was fabulous. And then you have to chop it down or collect the harvest. And it looks different. And then you have this like transition of like letting it go and grief and release and loss. And you do that. And once you can embody how beautiful that is, then you get to be like, yeah, check me out. I'm gonna stir up some trouble and like do some fun things. So, you know, it's one of those things where it's like you really learn how beautiful it is to let things go. Because then really great stuff comes in too. Okay, Virgo, that's what I have for you for love. Check me out at dharmajane.com, and there's lots of information down below. Until next time, you have a good one.